special guests tonight. We got Chris, Pablo. What's up, boys?
What's going on?
And we're about to blow some minds. We're about to shake some things up. But before we do that, Chris, you want to tell us about our sponsor tonight?
Our sponsor tonight is newbunsum.com. Your best quality, genuine, mink, fake eyelashes for the girls.
Really?
There you go. Yep.
I didn't get a pair.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Where's ours?
Come on.
I don't know. There's a men's
I
line.
thought they were friends, Chris.
Now it's in development.
Okay.
There's a dog line though.
Is it really? I'm gonna put some.
I'll do that.
I just made that up. I just made that up.
Oh. All right, so check them out. If you want some fake eyelashes, newbonsom.com. BOUNSOM?
Yep.
All right. Bonsom. Cool. All right, so tonight we're gonna shatter some perceptions, we're gonna change some minds, and we're gonna try something different. So what we have tonight is we have two wines. One of them is an expensive wine. And by expensive, let's say it's in the $50-ish range. One of these is a cheap-ass wine. And by that I mean in like the $10 range. Now, our hypothesis at wine school is that you can get awesome, awesome wines without spending a lot of money. And a lot of the stuff that is expensive, e.g. anything from Napa, you're typically paying a ton of money for something that's not very awesome, other than the name. And people be like, ooh, this is so good. But then when actually paired up against something else, they're like, oh, I prefer this better. So we're going to drink both of these wines. I'm not going to tell you which is which. And the idea here is, let's just see which one we like better. And there isn't any sort of pick the cheap one, pick the expensive one. It's which one do you prefer? Which one speaks to you at a more visceral level? Which one do you enjoy the experience more? And we'll see what happens. We've never tried this before at wine school. We'll see what happens.
All right.
So let's try it. Two wines, they're both white. So there's that.
There's that. And there's this. All right, that was easy.
So you have a choice already?
I have a good choice.
I'd say there's a clear winner for me.
I might need another round of sipping.
All right,
Go for it.
check it out. I've got a clear winner as well. I'm absolutely 100% certain about my selection.
Well, I'm really hoping it's the more expensive one, but to me there's a clear quality one that had like a breath of a palate, that there was a lot of flavors and complexity, and one was more like, there you go.
There you go. This is what you get.
Yep. That's
Okay,
what it felt
so-
like to
so
me.
let's-
That's a good point.
So talk to me about that, Chris. So of the two, which one did you prefer?
This one right here.
You preferred this one. Okay.
Yeah, this one it had more of a different smell to it, and this one here was very light. I didn't really smell as much of any kind of flavors there. Maybe that's because I went from this one to that one. I don't know.
Yep.
But this one here, and I'm not a big white guy, more of a red wine
Sure.
drinker. But this one, I was sitting there and I was saying, that's this one flavor, and there's another flavor. Wait,
Yeah.
what's that third flavor?
Okay.
The second one, I was just like, there was one note.
That was it.
It was one note. To me, that's how that went. It was like
Yep.
3 or 4 cool things. Ooh, what's going on? There's one deal here. So, but I'm going to try that again. Maybe I'll go backwards.
All right. Pablo, what was your experience with this?
Very similar to Chris's. This one was my favorite.
Yeah.
For similar reasons, and this one was more engaging.
Okay.
More engaging. I mean, this one was a little bland. It was not really impressive. But this one just hit me on multiple levels.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, from the moment I sniffed it to the moment it hit my lips, it was just a whole lot of different things. And so I fell in love with this one.
So it was just the complexity was
Yes.
changed it for you.
Exactly. That's what grabbed my attention.
Where were you, E?
I'm polar opposite. So.
You and me both. You and me both.
I honestly, I can't stand this.
This is fucking undrinkable. Fucking, it's like a
It's
glass of popcorn, pop
Butter.
It's like melted butter and
So
oat.
this is like showing what we don't know what the hell we're
No,
talking about.
not at all.
It's
All
cool.
right. So you want to know?
I didn't expect this.
This wine, the wine you guys guys picked was the expensive one. It's 40 something bucks. The other wine is like $11. We were trying to do under 10 and over 50, but we couldn't quite get under 10. And we couldn't quite get over
You
50.
didn't have the guts to go for the $4 bottle of wine?
Not for what not that would have matched with what we were trying to
I mean,
do.
to me, and
Like a $4 bottle of wine, it would have been.
So why do you
shit.
guys like this
well,
one?
so I
You
think it
don't
actually
like
might
this
be a
one.
little too cold. If you warm it up a little bit, it's gonna get some more complexity, I think.
So for me, I was like exactly the opposite.
It
For
is
me,
pretty cold.
so like when I drank this is it's oak, it's alcohol
And butter.
and butter. Like I don't get anything other than that. It's all these kind of secondary. Where's the fruit? What fruit do you get on this?
I don't
Where's
know,
the
I just-
minerality? Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. There's shit going on in the glass, and the shit is oak and alcohol for me and butter. But for this, the second wine,
I think they're both just too cold because whites have to get a lot warmer than people think before you can start actually enjoying them.
Yeah.
so for this, I get like white pear, I get like a Meyer lemon, and some lime, and some pink grapefruit. Like I get a whole melange of
Lime leaf.
yeah, get some lime leaf in
Yeah.
there. Yeah, a whole melange of citrus.
Wow.
Whereas this first one, it's all I can do is taste just alcohol and oak.
I just want to vomit when I drink the first one, to be honest.
So this first one, this is a Rombauer Chardonnay. This is one of the things that's held up as like the quintessential Napa Chardonnay. If you were to ask 100 people that knew about wine, like what's a Napa Chardonnay, they would tell you this one, Rombauer. It's 40 to $50 a bottle.
Well, I
mean,
think,
it's
I think
very-
you guys
very
palates are a
typical.
little
The
more
funny thing
like
about
tuned in.
No, it has nothing to do with
Well,
that.
but
It has
as
to
I
do like
warm them
what,
up and you're telling me this, then I'm thinking now I can
Well,
start to taste the butter and I'm smelling the oaks. I didn't know what it was, but like because it had those things, then it made it
It's,
seem
you know,
better to me.
this is a more powerful wine. Like you take a sip of this and you experience it at a much more higher level than this wine. This
And
is more
a
subtle.
lot of people like
But
this too.
that's
Like,
what sells. You think is that it like it comes and it hits.
Oh,
people
fuck.
and
Oh
they're
yeah,
like,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
It's
They sell the shit out of this. This is
Yeah.
absurdly popular.
to that point, I was reading up a little bit on this before this episode, and this wine retailer, he's like, this wine we cannot keep on the shelves because it's like crack to a certain demographic.
Cougar Crack.
It's Cougar Crack. And the funny thing about
Why
that,
do they like?
we went into the wine store a few weeks ago, and we're like, we need a Chardonnay from Napa. Oh, you need a Cougar Crack.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
right.
it's like-
That's what he said. Yeah.
So,
So in other words, women of a certain age really like oak.
Well, and you and Pablo.
but
apparently.
I mean,
Good to know.
so
So the boy toys in this
But so
production, there you
to
go.
that point, Chris, I mean, I don't think it's for everyone, but neither is crack, you know. So
So it's just maybe distinctive enough that people latch onto it.
it's that malolactic fermentation that just brings out that buttery richness, creaminess. That to me, it's over the top. But some people get a kick out of that, I guess.
Well, you know, now that I'm warming it up, though, I'm really tasting the butter. The butter's getting
The butter
worse
is-
the
the
warmer-
butter is right
the
there.
warmer it gets, it seems like it's getting more buttery. Are you tasting that or no?
No.
Well, it isn't that. It's the warmer it gets, the air molecules are moving more quickly in the glass, and so your nose is taking in more of them. So you smell more of it, which means you taste more of it. But so the point being is, like wine's personal, right? Everybody
I still
has like
this one, but that doesn't mean that this one was better or worse.
no. It's all about like what do you prefer. But I am of the opinion, and I think E, you're with me on this. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm of the opinion that people will tend to go, I'm going to go buy this $50 bottle of wine because I've been told it's awesome and I think it should be because it's $50. And I'm like, you could get something equally awesome for 10, which you might enjoy more. And so that was the whole purpose of this is, 10, and 50. And
There is a study, I don't know if you've seen it, but they take people and they serve them wine and then they say we're going to give you like 6 different kind of wines and then you rate them. And they give them a $10, $20, $50, $100, $300 wine, and they rate them. And universally, it improves as the price goes up. but it's the same wine. They just serve them the same wine.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That's odd. But there's a perception around the price.
perception
Yeah,
that
I believe that that's
you should look
totally
that
true.
up.
Yeah, that's actually.
You might want to blind taste test some people that aren't in this room right now. And try
So
that.
just say what?
Well, see if you could replicate that thing. I don't know.
Yeah, here, try these. Here's 5 wines from $5 to $500. This is the
Right.
same wine.
Yeah.
Right.
Which one do you like the best? Oh, this one's amazing. This is so good.
Well, and wine has so much what you would call wine douchery attached to it that there has to be the ability to take a $10 wine and make it into a $100 wine with some marketing hoo-ha.
Oh, there's no question that that's a true statement. You could take this wine and you could throw a bunch of bags of oak chips into the barrel and you could probably sell it for $20 or $30 more a bottle. But I'm guessing whoever actually makes this one, what are we drinking anyways?
That's a good one.
It's
So,
a Rombauer.
we talked a lot about the first one, Napa Chardonnay, right? And second one is actually a white Rioja from Spain. It's to me, it's a beautiful wine. I love this wine.
Yeah,
I
white
don't think I've
Rioja.
ever had
And
a
again,
wine
it was like
like that.
$11, $12, and
Yeah, and Rioja is typically known for the reds, but they make white and it's made out of the Vera grape, which is, and they do put some oak on it,
yeah.
but it's
But it's not
it's
the Napa Charo.
it's
It's
not
balanced.
Like that. It's balanced.
And
So
it's
Napas
also-
are overdone.
I'm not a fan of Napa wine. I mean, that's not entirely true. There are some places in Napa that make some kick-ass wine, but a lot of what comes out of Napa is this mass-produced, high-alcohol, high-oak stuff, and you just drink it, and it's like drinking a glass of oak-flavored vodka,
Right.
with some chocolate Hershey syrup poured in
It
on
sells
top.
well, but it's not for the discerning.
It sells well, and by the way, it sells well at $50 a bottle.
Yeah,
Right?
that's pretty expensive for a bottle.
Yeah, and like you could go. I'd rather go find that $15 Riesling that's amazing, or like the pre-phylloxera Merlot. It was absurd, or some of the other things that we've done on wine school, the Pinotage, or I mean, there's been a lot of other things I've enjoyed 2 or 3 times as much at
Right.
a quarter the price. Anyway, so that's under 10 and over 50. As always, we're going out. Probably going to take us out.
Yeah, for sure. The Impossebulls, one nation, one fam.
30 seconds of craziness coming at you. Booyah.
Do it.
Cheers.
Just visualize and how we look at each other. Left to right, black and white, sisters and brothers. Trapped in the world of sin and skin I'm in. Makes me work harder than an American citizen. Refuse to lose, I'm on a mad mission. And it doesn't matter who gets pissed. I bleed, you bleed, it's all the same. We're all just victims of a high-tech chess game. Black against the white, old against the young, rich against the poor, absorb where I'm coming from, straight gutter. I know y'all feel me, and it's like that until these motherfuckers kill me. Private militant, waking souls